Greetings, fellow noobs. Welcome back to NuubCast. Yes, this is Blomus, and we love StarCraft, but man, do we suck. Yes, because we're noobs, man, and that's how it is. Let me take a sip of this nice, tasty beverage before we really jump into things. Don't you think I should cast the whole thing like this, like talking into my drink beverage? That'd be so fun. And the red Terran is Marco. Marco coming in at the top left, and his opponent is Pet the Ninja. Pet the Ninja. That's funny. Alright, I'm not going to do that. Some of you are like, oh man, you should totally do that, as my FPS drops down to 0. No, I shouldn't do that. Because that would be straight up silliness. Marco, regular here on NuubCast, sends me this replay with the attached message. I don't know, it was like several weeks ago. Because let me tell you something, the queue is backed up. It's backed up. I got a lot of replays, so thank you. Don't let that put you off from sending in your replay. Please send your replay to noobcasters@gmail.com. Make sure it's a good game, though, because guess what? When the queue gets long, if the game sucks, I don't cast it. That's right. Yeah, I start to be a little picky. If I'm not happy with the game after like 10 minutes, we're like, peace out, suckers. Not 10 minutes. I'm a little bit more lenient these days, 15 minutes-ish. But yeah, man, time is precious, and we got lots of replays to go through. But keep sending them in. I'm happy there's lots of new faces in my replays. So that means we have new viewers, which means you guys are doing your job, which is to spread the word, share the love of NuubCast to all your StarCraft Nubian friends. That is, anyone who is not pro can watch and enjoy this channel, even if it's just for lulz and watching the lower level players trip over their own faces. Yes, that is one of the benefits of NuubCast. Even if you're awesome, you can watch other people suck and laugh at them. Which would be what happens if you ever watch my stream, which I should remind you, I do stream every once in a while. A couple times a week, usually play some what I consider good music. It's not always the same. Sometimes I play Skrillex. Sometimes I play some of the pros playlists, some dubstep here and there. Sometimes some good old rock and roll, some metal. I have very eclectic music tastes, and so you never know what you're going to get. But it's always fun. And the few people that do come, it's never very many. I don't think I've ever had more than 10 people, but it's always good conversation, a good time. So if you are on Twitter, you will be tweeted to let you know when the stream is up. I don't do it on Facebook. I probably should. I have just as many people on Facebook as I do on Twitter. And I've never really actually looked as Pet the Ninja puts down his hatchery. Not a normal fast expand, a little later than your normal 15-16 type hatch. But yeah, if you join Twitter and follow me on Twitter, NuubCast, follow NuubCast on Twitter, then you will be made aware of when we go streaming. We're gonna go streaming. We're gonna go streaking, everybody, on the internet. Anyway, like I was saying, when Marco sent me this replay, he said, dude, this strategy is unstoppable. So, I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know, but so I'm going to need you to confirm the unstoppableness of this strategy if you play Terran or Zerg. I don't know what strategy, I don't remember which strategy he's talking about. If it's the Zerg player strategy against him that's unstoppable, or if it's his strategy against the Zerg that is unstoppable. One sec, I'm guessing we're going to see a pause. Phone comes up, reactor's down, but we don't have to pause because this is a replay, baby. Speed almost done, blue flame almost done, Hellion's coming out, reactor down on the barracks. Curious, is it going to be, it's not going to be a drop, but we are going to see a swap. Factory is going to come out to the reactor to get more Hellions out. So it looks like we're going to see a Hellion type of rush, which if there is no defense up here, if it's not scouted by the Zerg player, which it doesn't look like he has scouted it at all, he's not going to be ready. He's not going to be able to put up spines. He's definitely not going to have roaches in time. He's not even getting it out. He's getting some lings out, but they're just going to die so fast to these guys. Is the blue flame done? Yes, it is. Here they come. Blue flames are roasting me up some fricassee drones. Queen getting out of dodge, and immediately Pet the Ninja says, yeah, there's no way. Oh, but the Ling's got to line up behind these and get roasty toasty Zerglings on the barbecue, baby. And yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Marco, at least in this opener. He is pretty much unstoppable. More Zerglings coming out. Siege tanks also coming out. Is he going to be able to get in and do any damage to the mineral line? Let's find out. He does kill. Queenie takes out one. Lings get the surround on the other. Gonna skip the surround on the last Hellion, and down goes. Pardon me with the coughing. Very valiant effort. 13 drones killed by those Hellions. Marines coming in to recon and make sure those Hellions did their job. Lings coming out. I'm going to say, hey, look it up, some Marines! Payback time, bitches! And they are all going to die. WTF, Marines? Lol. And here come... Oh, I can imagine that this is really frustrating for a Zerg. Blue Flame Hellions and Siege Tanks. That's got to be pretty stinking baller. And we're only 9 minutes in. You could have mutas. If you went fast mutas, went a fast layer, you could have mutas out, and that would kill everything that the Terran player has here. But you have to know it's coming, right? I mean, even Banelings is not as good an idea as Mutalisk at this point, because he's very few, if any, Marines. Let's check out the units tab. No Marines, 6 Hellions, 3 tanks, and that's all there is. I mean, obviously I'm looking secondhand, so, but very counterable, if you want to think in those terms. But the problem is the Zerg player hasn't scouted at all. I mean, look at his vision. He sees nothing. He sees a barracks and what used to be a barracks. And he doesn't even have the barracks on the reactor, which I don't know why. So yeah, could you imagine having a, well, I guess they had them in the campaign. I was going to say reactor tanks, double tanks. Imbo. But Marco just doing great, catching up in economy, and I was just check the income real quick. Actually, yeah, with mules, he's right there with them, and he's actually behind a few harvesters. And now when his second orbital goes down, which it is, it's going to be no contest. But good Pet the Ninja doing the right thing, taking his third. Doesn't see the expansion, but he's got to be guessing. Well, he just did damage. Maybe he's expanding behind his pressure, which is exactly what you need to do. No matter what your race is, when you put pressure on, you got to expand behind it. It's the way this game works, baby. Another tech lab on there. Another factory is going to go on the tech lab, and the barracks is just going to be used as scout, which is a very nice way to do. Now, finally, getting the scout on is this overlord. He's going to see all these factories and no barracks doing anything. So the fact that there's the spire just finishing up. Oh, look at that, getting high-sec auto tracking. So we are going to see some upgraded turrets, which is going to help with the Mutalisks. However, you can't have turrets wandering around with your army, so you're going to have to build some out here if you want them to be useful against the Mutalisks that are coming invariably. Baneling speed down. He's going Ling Bling Muta. Yeah, I think you're just wasting gas right now. You get a lot of gas saved. Make 7 mutas. I like it. And then I guess you got a lot of spare gas, I guess. I don't know. You're going to see the spire. Marco sees the spire. What's he going to do to counter that spire? He's going to make some missile turrets. Which is great, but again, not very mobile. So I don't know. He's not going to be able to do anything against the air. The Lings are going to come in here. The Lings can probably kill a lot of this. He's going to kill all of... Oh, look at that. Kills a lot of his own tanks, but he is able to clean that up. But now, if the Mutalisks can come out, don't try and kill that barracks. It's going to die. But if you can come out, you can pick out all these tanks. And that would be the end of Marco's unstoppable strategy. I wonder if he was being sarcastic. Because here's the higher ranged turrets, which are pretty baller. And look at just sitting up here. Where does he think you're going with those tanks, bro? You need to get them out of dodge. And he can just sit here. Hold position, man. Wow. I hope, Marco, when you said that this strategy was unstoppable, that you did something different. Because this... You're not impressed me, bro. You got one... I mean, your supply block. What's happening here, dude? What is happening? Are you gonna make all Thors now? Is that what? Yep, 3 Thors coming out. Kaboom! Lots of Mutalisks. Only 3 Thors. They could magic box and probably trade armies. If they magic boxed, they might be able to take out those 3. He had what? How many mutas? Let's see. 16 mutas. We're going to follow them by clicking on the portrait. It's a fun thing you can do with the camera. They're going to come in here and take out a turret. Shuflam! I feel like they should die much faster, these turrets. Like they shouldn't take 3. Does he have building armor? No, he didn't get the nano steel frames. Is he gonna magic box these bad boys? Should do it. He's making a lot of Lings, which means Banelings are coming. Not very cost effective against Thors, however, especially if they're getting upgraded. Are they getting armor upgrades, however? If there's an armor upgrade, man. Not getting vehicle plating yet, but I'm sure that's next. Thors going after Mutalisks. All the Thors are moving out. Mutalisks are... He's like, whatever. This is what you have to do when you're up against a Zerg with Mutalisks. You just gotta go flip and kill him. You gotta just go flip and kill that dude. There he goes. Flip and kill it. Oh. And now Petty Ninja is supply blocked. Big engagement here, lots of Lings. And down goes some of the tanks, but not enough. And the Roaches are not going to be able to hang. And please magic box these, please. Yes, very good. He's like, okay, how do I magic box again? But he's not focusing down. I don't think he can focus down. There's too many Thors, not enough Mutalisks. And that is going to do it for Petty Ninja. Doesn't have anything. 10 Roaches coming out, and that is not going to be enough. This is 5 Thors, all fully powered, only a couple of half health, and Hellions backing them up. Yeah, this is unstoppable. It is now. It wasn't before the Thors came out. We understand that, Zergs. If you're up against this all-mech build, there's a timing window, once your Spire goes down, that your Terran opponent is probably not going to have that many Thors out. So if you make a ton of mutas, go attack, you can win. That is hardcore mech play, and Petty Ninja GG's out. Oh, yeah. Alright, kids. Hope you enjoyed that. This was a TvZ on Backwater Gulch. Petty Ninja, and Marco, my friend Marco. Always a pleasure to be doing your games. Marco is now platinum. We have watched Marco go from, I believe, bronze or silver all the way to platinum, and he's continued to go. I don't think he made diamond yet, although I could be wrong about that. Always a thrill to, and Varus also, well, next time he sends me a rep, I'll let you know he's now in gold from silver. Always a pleasure to see the guys who frequent NuubCast and send in replays continue to improve their games and get higher up in the ladder. It's a pleasure for me personally. I love to see it. And don't give me credit like say, oh, it's because I watch NuubCast, because that's bullshit. You might learn some things here that you didn't know before, but I can't help you play your games because I am still in silver, damn it. Trying to break through that gold barrier and not getting there. But that being said, I have promised myself that I'm not going to play ladder anymore until I fix my macro and tighten up the holes in my game so I can get better, because that's what I want to do. Got to take some time, got to play a million boring games against AI to get my macro down. That's what I got to do. I'm going to do it. All right, kiddies. If you love NuubCast, join Facebook, follow me on Twitter, tell your friends, get all your newbie StarCraftians to come, subscribe, watch videos, comment, like videos, and hey, who the heck knows what will happen? But if something happens, it's got to come from you. If I do it, then I'm a self-serving jerk, and the community will hate me. So it's up to y'all, and I don't want that. I love the community. I don't want the community to think I'm some kind of bum or something. I don't know what. But man, the guys at Like TV got all kinds of crap for the way they promoted themselves early on. And they're still suffering for it. I mean, they've grown tons and tons, and maybe they even benefited by it for a while, but man, they really hurt themselves early on. Lost a lot of people's respect. But I think all of that, people have forgotten about that by now. But I really enjoy their stuff, though. Anyway, and particularly their Canadian accents. But that's it. I keep saying that's it, but then I keep talking. Toolbox that I am. Keep climbing that ladder. Peace.